And now I would like to give the floor to His Excellency Ambassador Peter Mohan Pieris, Permanent Representative of Sri Lanka. Ambassador, you have the floor.
I wish to make the following observations in my national capacity. Mr. Chairman, today the world finds itself in a state of profound instability. Conflict rages across multiple fronts. Civilians, including innocent children, are the highest ever after the Second World War. Both interstate and intrastate conflicts, coupled with superpower rivalries, dominate the security landscape. The international security environment is in a state of crisis. It is, I say, at this moment in time, Mr. Chairman, in history, that we should rise to our true human potential and reinvigorate efforts to eliminate all existential threats posed by all weapons of mass destruction. Their possible use in an already fraught global environment would not only exponentially increase human suffering, but also exponentially increase global tensions as well. The international community must not only uphold both the CWC and the DBBWC, it must strengthen the implementation and verification of both treaties by all countries in order to avoid the shocking devastation that would result from the use of these weapons. As President Kennedy said, we must destroy weapons of mass destruction and nuclear weapons before they destroy us. Mr. Chairman, we note with satisfaction the results of the 9th BWC review and the agreement reached by state parties to the convention, enabling the establishment of the working group on the strengthening of the convention. At the same time, Sri Lanka calls for increased international cooperation, scientific technical exchange, and exchange in toxins, biological agents, equipment, and technology for peaceful purposes in alignment with the convention. The peaceful use of biotechnology has great potential, Mr. Chairman, and should not be hindered. We will remind ourselves also the fact that there is no peace without development, and there is no development without peace. Our children, Mr. Chairman, deserve a nuclear-free world. The existence of nuclear weapons makes an accidental discharge of a weapon possible, let alone the destruction of the whole world through a nuclear war. Mr. Chairman, Sri Lanka attaches great importance to the Chemical Weapons Convention and stands for its full, effective, universal, and non-discriminatory implementation. We welcome the historic milestone of the complete destruction of declared stockpiles of chemical weapons under OPCW verification on the 7th of July 2023. As a multilaterally legally binding treaty banning an entire category of weapons of mass destruction, along with a verification regime and the promotion of peaceful use of chemicals, the CWC is, we say, a pointer to the direction that other treaties on WMDs should evolve. Our nation is steadfastly committed to the convention, having becoming a state party in 1993. We believe in the 5th Review Conference held in May of 2023, provided an opportunity to take stock of the work by the OPCW in the last 5 years and also make recommendations for future work under the convention. Mr. Chairman, with regard to the UNSC resolution 1540, we note the open consultation of the 1540 Committee on the comprehensive review of the status of implementation of Resolution 1540, held in New York on the 31st of May of 2022, and the subsequent adoption of the resolution in December of 22. We wish to stress that any review of the implementation of Security Council 1540 should strictly abide by the UN Charter as well as relevant international legally binding instruments, including the mandate of Resolution 1540, and be based on the main focus of the resolution, which is to prevent the acquisition of weapons of mass destruction. Mr. Chairman, finally, the proliferation and potential use of weapons of mass destruction undoubtedly pose significant global security threats. International efforts such as non-proliferation treaties and disarmament agreements must be encouraged to prevent the spread of these weapons and promote their elimination. It is vital, we say, for nations to work together to strengthen non-proliferation regimes and hence enhance verification mechanisms. I thank you, Mr. President.
I thank distinguished permanent representative of Sri Lanka for his statement.